Hello, I am a lifelong Sims player, and recently I was in my parents' attic sorting through my old Sims games, and I came across my copy of The Sims 3 Katy Perry Sweet Treat Stuff. Now, this sent me down a very specific rabbit hole: celebrity cameos in The Sims.
Yarby, dansel, dabel, doops,
Rise to fame.
Yarby, dansel, dabel, doops, hipsy kicky waka whoop.
Celebrities have a bit of a weird history in The Sims. Katy Perry, Millie Bobby Brown, Avril Lavigne. The list gets a bit weirder the deeper you go. I'll mostly be covering in-game appearances as well as Simlish songs, but I will also be covering some of the partnerships that celebrities had with The Sims, because there are some very bizarre ones. I'm going to be starting with The Sims 1, naturally, and moving my way through the franchise, but I will also be covering some of the spin-off games as well as console ports of the mainline games. Released on February 4th, 2000, The Sims was a parody of suburban Americana, but what captured players more specifically was its open-ended sandbox nature. It gave players powers that no other game really had before.
The Sims. It's a new game every day. Rated T for T.
After just 6 months, the first expansion pack was released. The Sims Live Enlarge.
When you create the characters and design the surroundings, anything's a possibility.
Sims Live Enlarge, or Living It Up for the UK release, didn't really have an overall theme that we've come to expect with expansion packs now. It was more an assortment of objects, careers, and NPCs that have now become iconic in the franchise. The Sims Live Enlarge gave us our first celebrity appearance in the Sims franchise in the form of Dame Leslie Lawson, aka Twiggy.
Who?
Well, all your basic philosophers.
Who?
Just all of them.
I don't know their names though. What are their names?
Twiggy was a 1960s British teen model and was available if you pre-ordered the expansion pack. Now, Twiggy was just a skin and not a fully fledged NPC, as we'd see later in the franchise. The second expansion for the game, The Sims House Party, introduced us to our first celebrity that we actually see in-game who isn't a skin, that Sim being Drew Carey. Drew Carey, for those who don't know, is an American comedian famous for The Drew Carey Show that ran from 1995 to 2004, making the Sims House Party release happen just in time for his prime. If your Sims held a party that was deemed successful, Drew Carey himself would arrive in a limo onto your Sims lot and walk around and interact with party guests. There was a bit of crossover the other way. The Sims did actually feature on The Drew Carey Show. In May of the following year, The Sims Superstar released, which would see Sims be able to climb the ladder of fame and success. We'd later see these features return in The Sims 3 Late Night and The Sims 4 Get Famous. With the game being as popular as it is, it's no surprise that they managed to squeeze so many cameos into The Sims Superstar, but it's not known whether all of these were actually authorised. Superstar allowed your Sims to pursue fame in 3 different ways: singing, acting, and modelling. Your Sims would be able to meet other celebrities in the new world of Studio Town. Just a side note, the music that plays when your Sims travel to Studio Town is so iconic and so nostalgic. It's one of my favourite pieces of video game music ever. Starting with the modelling career, there's only one associated celebrity NPC that your Sims can meet, that being Andy Warhol. Warhol's impact on pop culture and art is undeniable, and it's no surprise that they included him in this game. There are also several other NPCs that your Sims could meet around Studio Town, including world-famous Hollywood bombshell Marilyn Monroe. Monroe is one of the most famous and recognisable faces in film history, and she's known for her roles in films such as Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and Some Like It Hot, the latter of which won her a Golden Globe. Speaking of awards, if your Sims attain a high star level, Marilyn Monroe and a paparazzi photographer will appear on your lot and present your Sim with the Simmy Award, which is the highest achievement you can win in the game. Another actor that your Sims can meet in Studio Town is Freddie Prinze Jr., known for his films such as I Know What You Did Last Summer, She's All That, and of course, his most iconic role being Fred in Scooby-Doo.
It wasn't a boys' cartoon or a girls' cartoon or any of those things.
It was a talking dog.
The only other actor to have featured in The Sims Superstar is actually now considered lost media. If players purchased The Sims Superstar on Amazon, they'd receive a download for Reese Witherspoon as Harvard's favourite blonde, Elle Woods.
Elle Woods, sorry, our mistake. Courtney, take your break.
The file for Elle does seem to have been lost to time, and I did find someone on Reddit who did try and purchase a copy of The Sims Superstar on Amazon, but they didn't have much luck with retrieving the download from customer services. Hopefully one day, Elle Woods will be found.
Oh my god, you guys.
Alongside actors, there are also musicians and singers that your Sims could meet in Studio Town. The singers and musicians include John Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora of Bon Jovi, Christina Aguilera, and Canadian singers Avril Lavigne and Sarah McLachlan. Now, the inclusion of real-life celebrities did seem to be a bit of a headache for the Sims team, as the representatives of these celebrities would place restrictions on what the Sims could do. It's said that Avril Lavigne's representatives asked for her Sim in the game to not be able to form relationships or be seen using the toilet in Studio Town. Sims Online was released in December 2002 and was the first PC spin-off of the franchise. The aforementioned Twiggy did make an appearance once again as a skin in The Sims Online. The skin is not where celebrities stop when it comes to The Sims Online. Where celebrities do come in is at the Sims Online launch party. The event was called Rock the Sims Online and was hosted in Hollywood for a number of celebrities to attend to celebrate the release of The Sims Online. There's a whole Getty Images archive that you can look up online, and some of these images are amazing. Here are a few of the highlights. Elijah Wood, known for playing Frodo Baggins in Lord of the Rings. Dominic Monaghan, also star of Lord of the Rings, but would also go on to star in Lost.
When will you wear wigs?
Jack Osborne, the son of rock star Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne. Shut up! Laura Flynn Boyle of Twin Peaks. The Paris Hilton was in attendance. Nicole Richie, who held a copy of The Sims Online upside down.
Don't you feel like everyone would be more open if they were naked?
Luke Wilson from Legally Blonde. Oh my God! Bijou Phillips, who seemed to be having the time of her life. Kate Wagner on a mechanical bull. And Kimberly Stewart in this hat. We can't talk about celebrities in The Sims without talking about one of the most iconic celebrity cameos in The Sims franchise history. I am, of course, talking about the Black Eyed Peas in the Urbz Sims in the City for console. Black Eyed Peas, for those who don't know or just live under a rock, are an American dance, pop, and R&B group. The Black Eyed Peas weren't just featured on the game's soundtrack or featured as a throwaway cameo, they were an integral part of the game. When you first move into Urbzville, will.i.am will arrive at your apartment and tell you about Reputation, which is an important system in the game. In the Urbz, you move from district to district, trying to impress each group of Sims at that location to raise your reputation with that group. And one of these groups is the Black Eyed Peas at Cosmos Street. The Black Eyed Peas did record some exclusive Simlish songs and also a cover of their song Let's Get It Started. The version of the song that we hear in the Urbz is that version, not the clean version, so canonically we do have an ableist slur in Simlish. Compared to The Sims 1, The Sims 2 is fairly light when it comes to celebrity partnerships and even more so, celebrity cameos in-game. There weren't any celebrity NPCs that you could meet within the game, mostly due to the restrictions placed on the team during the development of The Sims Superstar. However, there are many Simlish songs that were added to The Sims 2 recorded by popular artists at the time. There were some iconic songs on The Sims 2 soundtrack. In 2007, British singer and now only foot model Lily Allen recorded a Simlish version of her song Smile from my favourite album of all time, All Right Still. In researching for this video, I did realise that the hair that Lily Allen's Sim has is not part of the Sims 2 base game or the Seasons expansion, or for any other expansion that I can tell. So they must have used CC for this, which I don't think you would catch the Sims team doing now. Also, with her own Simlish cover and music video was Natasha Bedingfield, who recorded a Simlish version of her song Pocket Full of Sunshine. The video and song were both released as part of a promotion for The Sims 2 Free Time. In the Sims 2 Pet soundtrack, the Pussycat Dolls recorded a Simlish version of their hit song, Don't Ya. When I saw Nicole Scherzinger in Sunset Boulevard, all I could think of was this song at the most random points in the show. It's that iconic and it has stayed with me for that long. Before we get on to the big one of The Sims 2, we do need to also talk about Hilary Duff's appearance in The Sims 2 Pets for console. Hilary Duff could be downloaded off the Sims 2 website if you owned a copy of The Sims 2 Pets for console, I think. Maybe it's just if you own the PC version of The Sims 2 Pets. This download would also come with a version of her dog, Lola. If you get 1,000 aspiration points in the console version of the game, you'll be able to unlock Hillary and, again, her dog, Lola. Also available on the Sims 2 store was German singer Jeanette Biedermann and Belgian TV host turned politician Julie Tainton. Since recording this video, I managed to find the files online containing the contents for all 3 Sims, but only Hillary and Jeanette seem to work. Their Sims come with a custom face preset that makes the Sims resemble their real-life counterparts. Now the one that you've all been waiting for me to talk about, Katy Perry. Perry would go on to have a very controversial and still to this day very memed partnership with The Sims as a franchise.
Over to my Sweet Treats House of Pain to enjoy a nice home-cooked meal of candied Sim flesh.
As promotion for The Sims 2 Apartment Life, Katy Perry would record a Simlish version of her song Hot and Cold. Similarly to Lily Allen, a music video was also made for Hot and Cold. Almost all of the celebrity appearances in The Sims 3 come in the form of Simlish songs, apart from one very notorious Katy Perry cameo in a Sims 3 stuff pack. We will get onto that, but first I need to talk about some of the music that's included in the game. For the launch of The Sims 3 in 2009, British singer Pixie Lott re-recorded her song Mama Do in Simlish. There's even a video of her recording it and talking about the process of recording in Simlish.
Love you, Pixie.
The first expansion pack for The Sims 3, The Sims 3 World Adventures, had Nelly Furtado sing in Simlish for the pop radio station.
Make sure to check out The Sims 3 World Adventures this coming November.
The Sims 3 Late Night features songs from the now imprisoned Soldier Boy and Microsoft Excel fanatic and former Destiny's Child member Kelly Rowland.
Some tests should be run so this can stop.
Where you at? Follow when you get this. The trailer for The Sims 3 Generation featured a Simlish version of Time Bomb by the band All Time Low. Also providing a Simlish cover for The Sims 3 soundtrack is Sam and the Womp with their song Bomb Bomb. There are a few Sims 3 store exclusives released in collaboration with Live Nation that included posters and t-shirts of real artists. These artists include Kiss, the Sex Pistols, Lil Wayne, Ozzy Osbourne, and Shakira. I recently discovered this when loading up The Sims 3 to capture footage for this video, and I noticed the only piece of CC that I had downloaded in the launcher was an object called Shakira, and it turned out to be this low-res poster of the singer herself from the She-Wolf album. Still not sure how this got into my game or where it came from, but enjoy. I didn't know whether to include this next one because it's not really a celebrity partnership as such, and it's more just a parody featuring likenesses of real-life celebrities. In April 2011, The Sims uploaded The Royal Wedding, The Sims 3 parody. The video is a satirical take on the then upcoming royal wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton, the Prince and Princess of Wales. Several members of the royal family make an appearance in this video, including the Queen, her husband, Prince Philip, the then Prince and now King Charles III, and his wife, Camilla. If it were up to me, that wouldn't have been Camilla standing there. It would obviously have been the Lady Diana Spencer.
All right.
Rest in peace to the Queen of Hearts. Unfortunately, they didn't do another one of these in The Sims 4 for the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. But you know who couldn't find her seat at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding? Katy Perry. And here she is, once again, in The Sims. Before becoming an astronaut and going on world tour, Katy Perry's partnership continued with the Sims franchise well into The Sims 3's lifetime. And in March 2012, The Sims 3 Showtime was released, along with a special edition, The Sims 3 Showtime Katy Perry Collector's Edition. The Collector's Edition comes with exclusive Katy Perry build and buy and cast items, as well as a Katy Perry Sims 3 Showtime poster. The cast items include a Katy Perry inspired hairdo, as well as outfits, one of which inspired by a watermelon romper that she wore on the Today Show in 2008, and a fruit salad dress that Perry wore for her California Dreams tour in 2011. Build buy items consist of set dressing items that your Sims can use on stage in The Sims 3 Showtime, inspired again by her California Dreams tour, as well as a very lackluster looking guitar. In the run-up to the release of the Showtime expansion pack, the Sims team released a music video for Katy Perry's song, The One That Got Away. Unfortunately, this version isn't in Simlish, it's just the English version, but the video is quite emotional, and I do remember getting quite emotional over it when I was like 10. Katy also featured in a number of trailers for the pack, as well as interviews about her collaboration.
It's almost like my biography come to life.
Unfortunately, this isn't where Katy Perry's reign of terror over the Sims franchise ends. She clearly had some kind of dirt on EA or Maxis because only a few months later, her own stuff pack arrived. Sims 3 Katy Perry Sweet Treat Stuff Pack. This is probably one of the most iconic and also traumatic experiences for the Sims community. Where the controversy comes in is the retail price of the pack. Stuff packs usually cost $20 or £10 British. Katy Perry's Sweet Treats, on the other hand, cost $30 / 20 British pounds. This price increase was obviously controversial within the community, but most put it down to it actually including more content than other stuff packs, but most people thought it was less worth it than other stuff packs as it didn't really match what we already had in the game. Of course, being a young Katy cat myself, I did drag my dad down to Sainsbury's when it released so I could purchase the pack for myself. I don't remember being disappointed by it, but I don't really have fond memories with it either. I just remember being surprised by the price. The stuff pack features an array of even more Katy Perry inspired items. The pack came with 55 new build and buy mode objects, 33 cast items, and 3 new lots. The aesthetic of the pack doesn't exactly fit with anything else in the game, and the textures and item quality were abysmal, to say the least. Now, some of the cast and build buy items do include text in it that is in English and not in Simlish, which is something that really irks me, and EA keep doing it in The Sims 4, like with promotional stuff. You know that Moschino stuff pack, where they included like stuff that actually said Moschino and not like a Simlish version of it? I guess because it was a brand collaboration, but I kind of wish that it was in Simlish in a way. I feel like it's just immersion breaking. In July of 2013, just over a year after the stuff pack had released, The Sims 3 Katy Perry Sweet Treats was delisted from Origin and Steam. The pack isn't considered lost media because there are people still with copies of it. I myself even still own a copy of it. That being said, you can still find it online. Now, I can't talk about the Sweet Treat stuff pack without mentioning the absolute piece of cinema that is Katy Perry recording her cover of Last Friday Night in Simlish. The Sims 4 has quite a long list of celebrity endorsements and many music guests on its soundtrack. Many Simlish songs from previous games were carried over, including Charlie XCX's Hold My Hand from her album True Romance. Here's hoping Charlie does come back for more Simlish covers because I'd really like to hear some of her more recent stuff in Simlish. 6 months after the release of Sims 4, the Sims 4 Get to Work expansion pack was released. For this expansion pack, the team released a music spotlight featuring Echo Smith, Big Data, Katie Tears, and New Politics. In 2015, Carly Rae Jepsen's song Run Away With Me was added to the Sims 4 Get Together. Now, with most of the celebrities that I'm going to mention, most of them have actually been made available for download on the gallery if you search Maxis in Creator on the gallery. In 2017, as part of the release of the Sims 4 Cats and Dogs, the team partnered with Kiki Palmer for various promotions of the pack. Also in 2017, Maddie Ziegler was uploaded to the gallery by Maxis as part of a partnership. I couldn't find any video content of a partnership they'd done with her or like social media posts, but they had actually taken her down from the gallery, but quite a few players have re-uploaded her if you want to go and check her out, if you want Maddie Ziegler in your game for some reason.
So, I'm not in the mood to just deal with it.
Unlike The Sims Superstar, 2018's The Sims 4 Get Famous expansion pack only included one celebrity cameo, that being of influencer and singer Baby Ariel. Baby Ariel will appear as a townie in every single one of your Sims 4 saves, but she does actually have a hidden trait that stops her from aging up or from dying in any form. Also in 2018, Millie Bobby Brown of Stranger Things fame partnered with EA to become The Sims ambassador.
The dirtier the better.
I still don't really know what this role involved. I think she just did some like social media adverts for the game. But also she was featured in the game as part of the Positivity Challenge, where your Sims could earn rewards from Millie Bobby Brown if you called her over to your Sims house. Now in 2020, as part of their Play With Life campaign, EA partnered with celebrities such as Vanessa Hudgens of High School Musical
The Sims 3 Showtime
and British YouTuber Joe Sugg as part of their online promotional campaign, and were featured in a few adverts and also social media content.
Dress for the party you want.
Just wanna break the rules.
Along with most other Sims I've mentioned, they can also be downloaded on the gallery if you wish. In the summer of 2021, the Sims team launched the Sims Sessions, which seems to still be going on, but at the time of launch, it was just an event in-game. Sim Sessions was a festival that would appear in Magnolia Blossom Park in Willow Creek, where your Sims could go and watch various artists perform on stage, purchase merch, sleep in tents, and buy food. The festival is headlined by singer BB Rexa, and you can still find remnants of her in the game. I think if you use one of the Unlock Outfits cheats, you can find a BB Rexa t-shirt. Again, a t-shirt that is in English and not in Simlish. You can still access the Sim Sessions through mods, and I'll link it down below so you can go and have a look at it for yourself if you missed it when it was originally on. Promotion for The Sims 4 Horse Ranch in 2023 included appearances from American rapper Breland, who also featured on the pack's soundtrack. Compton Cowboys, a group that uses horse riding to support youth groups in Compton, Los Angeles, also featured in the promotion for The Sims 4 Horse Ranch was drag queen Trixie Mattel, who also came back recently for the 25th anniversary live stream where she and Katia played The Sims.
This is a funky terrorist outfit or something.
In 2024, as part of the Vitiligo update, the Sims team partnered with model Winnie Harlow to promote the importance of this form of physical representation in the game. And later in 2024, when the Sims 4 Business and Hobbies released, the Sims team partnered with Doja Cat and even included her real-life tattoos in the game. Doja also featured in a house full of Bella Goths in the 25th anniversary livestream for The Sims.
You know what? Pee on yourself. Do it.
More recently, in 2025, the Sims team hosted a live stream with content creator Ebonix, with special guests influencer Quen Blackwell and Megan Thee Stallion herself. And even more recently, the Sims team partnered for a live stream with rapper T-Pain for The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. The livestream does seem to be lost media now, and EA seem to have wiped any trace of it. This is probably due to T-Pain being quite critical of the higher-ups and the developers of the game. A hairstyle inspired by T-Pain is going to be added in an update in November. So there's one pack that I haven't talked about, and I didn't know if I really wanted to talk about it, but that's because it doesn't have explicit celebrity cameos, but it has characters who are played by celebrities in their respective IP. The pack is controversial to say the least, and of course I am talking about the Star Wars tie-in, The Sims 4 Star Wars Journey to Batuu. In a few late game missions, your Sims will be able to encounter Kylo Ren and Rey Palpatine / Skywalker, or whatever she ended up being called. If you edit Kylo Ren in CAS using cheats, his appearance will somewhat resemble actor Adam Driver, but you can't normally see this in the game, but it's nice that they added it anyway.
Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead!
And Kylo Ren's voice will also be different if your Sim interacts with him due to his mask. I presume that's what changes his voice.
Yes.
Rey does have a very close resemblance to actress Daisy Ridley, and when your Sim interacts with her, she has a British accent while speaking Simlish. Now, many other celebrities and influencers, singers and actors and models and literally everyone under the sun seems to have partnered with The Sims 4, so I'll give you a very quick rundown of some of the highlights. Iggy Azalea, Jessica Williams, Keenan Shipka, Latto, Bilal Hassani, Becca Hatch, Anita, Binging with Babish, Amanda Gordon, Japanese Breakfast, Lucy Hale, Melina Sophie, and Tori Kelly. I'm sure I have missed some, but the Sims Wiki was a very good resource for finding lots of partnerships that I had either forgotten about or just full on did not even know about. So kudos to the team of the Sims Wiki for sourcing all of that information, because there is a lot. With Maxis going on record to say that the Sims 4 is going to continue for many more years, even after the launch of whatever Project Renee turns out to be, I'm sure we will see many more partnerships and celebrity cameos, maybe even in-game, in the future. After Katy Perry's Sweet Treats, I think it's highly unlikely that we're going to see any more acts that are dedicated solely to one celebrity or artist. But that being said, with a bands pack for The Sims 4 being highly anticipated by Simmers, I think that pack is one that we are most likely going to get more celebrity appearances in. As The Sims continues to grow, as it has done over the past 25 years, I'm sure we will see many more partnerships and many more bizarre partnerships as well. Let me know in the comments below if there's anyone else that you'd like to see in The Sims in the future, or if there are any that I missed out on my list. This is my first long form video, and I'm trying to see what really works for me in terms of creating Sims content for YouTube, but your support is always appreciated. So if you could like the video and maybe even consider subscribing or following me on my other social media accounts linked below, that would be really helpful. Again, your support is always appreciated, and I had a lot of fun researching this video. I hope you all had fun watching, and I'll see you all very soon.